It's a genuine concern of mine. I need to sit down, get to know how to after this, even after the pod. You must just show me how you turn on the hotspot. I can't even control my true caller to my normal. I don't know what's going on, bro. Like
that's
I feel
exactly
like
why
old-ass nigga.
I didn't want to download Truecaller actually.
No, the true caller thing helps, bro.
It helps
Because I feel like
know because you when you're expecting an 011 number, when you are just expecting maybe that I don't want to expose myself too much, Maro. When you're expecting a call, and
yes, and a very important call,
a life-changing call, and you're just like, hi, so, and they start with so much energy. You're like, come on, get to it,
get to it. I'm calling you from chat,
bro. Like, I've got calls from the time when we were buying a whip from Kia Picantos, and I'm like, yeah, are you still in the market? It's like, bro, it's been 2 years.
Yes, bro, these guys, at least
no,
for you.
You want to hear about it special? And I'm like, bro,
I feel like I need to, there's a possibility that I might need to change my number at this point. I am getting way too many sales calls in my life every day without fail, even on a Saturday.
Nah, that's why sometimes I'll say, yo, please remove me from the marketing.
I ask them all the time, bro.
And then if you get the call, you'll be like, then you just tell them, do you know I will report you to the ombudsman right now because I asked you to remove my information.
They never knows you playing, bro.
He's not, bro. Like, because you know what happens? The person on the phone, if what usually happens is that quality assurance listens in, right?
Yeah.
So let me explain the call center vibe. Because they want to give you a commission, they don't just put it on the basis of a sale. Yes, the sale is the big one, but how you conduct it, especially when it's like things, insurance and stuff, is like, how did you conduct? Did you tell the person everything? Did you say the proper terms and conditions? Did you tell them that this call is being recorded? You understand? So if that person does anything and does it, QA is always gonna find a reason to not give you commission, because they don't want to give you commission like that. You're giving us more money. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
So usually if they hear that and be like, you did what? Because bro, some people take that stuff serious just to teach a lesson.
But some guys are craps. What's this thing?
I know you get
what is it?
Salespeople.
Not salespeople. Call center operators.
Yeah, but
see, that's a fancy ass title that I just gave.
They all have fancy titles.
But anyways, guys, all right. Welcome back to another episode of Third Avenue, aka
Tap.
And this is your boy Vinny
and Hussein.
And I know I forgot to say the favorite podcast that no one really knows of. I'm saying it now. Yeah, man. So, hey.
You ruined my intro.
Oh, man. It's a trial and error thing. Let's
we did it.
Okay, let's run it back.
I was like waiting for you.
I'm so sorry, man. I left you hanging. And now the camera's going to show you waiting for that. You must, you know what you must do when you edit it? You must put the man.
How am I going to make a goat?
Nigga, you have Fruity Loops. You just take the goat sound and then you reverse it and just make the goat sound like it's dying. Actually, you should have that.
You do know this podcast is coming out in 2 days, man.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. But you should actually have that sound, for an iconic sound on our pod. If someone just says some, I always thought that you see me and
bro, you're still not doing my
okay, yo, man, this is your boy Vinny
and Hussein,
the man,
the goat.
Yeah, man. I'm saying,
my wife hates it.
Yeah, I know. So that we have to keep pushing it, man.
Yeah, she hates
hating ass women, man.
She hates the thing that she coined.
Hating ass women.
Like, shout out to her. She gave me this thing, and then I'm like, damn,
Yeah, man. But you got me torn between
the
two
problem
things.
Is
because I'm thinking about hating ass women.
You're riffing into different topics in like the same time.
Yeah.
And this is why you're confused.
Now I'm just thinking about hating ass women. You know what, man? Let's just start the show how we usually started and set it up on a high note, on a good note.
Yes, guys, in celebration of Coca-Cola bars, because these days we are keeping it PG. We're gonna try not to
get them clean sponsorships, man.
Coke bars.
That's where the brand
Coca-Cola bars. We're gonna be rapping on some Clipse type beats.
Yeah, man. Said it right. We all know album of the year.
Relax, dog.
Come on. Okay, no, we'll
wait, Brandon.
We'll chat it up. Don't tell me.
Relax.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So we're just gonna hop onto it because usually, Vinny can just carry on. Find we're recording the freestyle minute 10 minutes in.
Yeah, now niggas will be like, at least.
Yeah, man. So
for those
sometimes I realize that if I put the bass too high when I do it in post, the beat is like loud, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah. I find myself just chilling on 3rd Avenue talking shit with my brother. Sorry, that was the first curse word in this. Yeah, said I got due times, never got it rhymes. Every time I do it like I'm really fine. Divine, now I keep it like I'm sitting on the wine. Feminine energy, now she coming on me now. I just wanna say I really wanna press rewind. Let me go back to the beginning of this bars. Now I'm acting like a motherfucking really stars. And everybody says these are all the stars, but no scissor. Feeling like I'm rapping like I'm Kendrick. You never know I'm doing it like a Kendrick spirit. Feeling like I really wanna feel it. Everybody knows that I really gotta get it. Oh my God, everybody says we gotta drink the Coca-Cola. Feeling like I really wanna be the only one. I just wanna say I made it, son.
Yeah, drink the Coca-Cola.
Right?
This shit is over.
Yeah.
It's about the time that the real niggas stand up.
Right.
It's the Coca-Cola.
Right.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
This shit is straight over.
Yeah.
It's about time the real niggas stood up. Yeah, I'm back again with the rhymes, lyrically spitting off my mind.
Right.
This is going crazy. Look at me now, chilling in my car, say 3rd Avenue, lights flashing out, making a show for the all kids out. Thinking where these kids come from, straight out the streets. Nigga, look at me, I'm a light-skinned nigga. You got straight vibes. I'm a dangerous kid, you know that shit.
Yeah.
I'm taking it in, I'm past that. I'm taking it in, and I'm past that.
Yeah, said a Land Cruiser just prosed by. They like, why 2 niggas rapping in a car? I don't even know, maybe we just high as the stars. But we got these Coca-Cola bars.
What?
Man, we know we gotta scare y'all. Am I scary enough? I feel like a horror movie. Now I'm really feeling like I'm just groovy. Now I got my 2 feet, now I gotta bring the heat. Now you don't even know I gotta move into the streets. Say I keep it on, and then I only move at night. I'm feeling like I just wanna show you niggas the light now. You be crying all the time,
telling me what you
these
gotta
are the
say.
Coca-Cola.
Why?
This is Coca-Cola bars.
Yeah.
This is Coca-Cola.
Yeah. I'm sorry for all them haters who came in.
Welcome to 3rd Avenue.
I never knew what they were coming for.
Episode 52.
Cause these real niggas
feeling just brand new.
Yeah, man. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, you good. You started, I was like, oh my God.
What?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I felt like I could have done it.
This is one of the first times I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna follow this. You threw me off whack. You know what the nigga says? You know what, man? I think I need to sit down and write my lyrics. You know what?
Damn, but you killed the hook, that Coca-Cola hook, man.
Yeah, that's what I had, man. And I won't lie, on my way here, I was actually blasting the whole Clipse.
Yeah.
Just getting myself ready in the state. And I think listening to this album made me think of something. It made me think, you know what, guys? Really, as much as I've also been an ageist, and I'm still a strong ageist at times, because I feel like old niggas be hating sometimes and be doing too much. But we also need to learn to respect our old heads. You know what I'm saying?
You see, I think what you're saying is, for example, right? There are older heads we pay homage to and we respect because they are hold himself at a higher regard.
Yeah.
But like, if you realize in like the past couple of years, I mean, dude, we are all big Kanye fans. But like, how do you pay respect?
yeah, nah,
You
I
understand
get
what
you,
I'm
nah,
saying?
I get
There's
you.
big Nicki fans, but
No,
like,
but
if you're
like-
gonna
but
keep
okay.
on like
No,
keep on like
also I get what you're saying, but when we say old heads, we're not talking. But like, look, doesn't mean that you age. You know, you're
Okay,
you,
wait. I'll ask you. I'll ask you.
there are many
I'll ask you
people
this
that
question.
they don't become wiser with age. Bro.
Okay. I'll ask you this question. Right? Then why do you hate on Eminem so much?
What do you mean? Why do I hate on Eminem, bro?
Eminem is in his 50s. He's
I ain't
doing
gonna lie.
his
It's just because he's not doing it, bro.
For me,
It's like sometimes the reality is some niggas just you just start losing the touch. You start losing that magic. Like we're gonna have to be honest.
Okay, with
Travis
him,
Scott, the magic is dwindling now.
you feel the magic is dwindling.
It's dwindling, bro.
First, wait.
It's
How?
dwindling.
Let me say this.
It's dwindling.
Why
bro.
would you why are you saying that?
The reason I say it's dwindling is because when you listen to, I think I have to look at it from two perspectives. You have to look at it from just an artist's point of view of him being, the music he releases, the pop music, the music that charts, the music and all of that. And then also you have to look at him in the album category, like in terms of the tapes that you make and how impactful these tapes are in terms of changing sounds, bangers and all of that. So obviously we know Rodeo, Days Before Rodeo and all of that. And then we get the album that I wouldn't lie to you, which I feel like that was when Travis Scott could say, shit, man, this guy has really started something and he has made it to the big screen with it, which was Utopia. Not Utopia, sorry, Astro World.
Okay.
They, I ain't gonna lie, I'm still upset for the nigga. Shout out to Cardi B. We know that you came through revolutionary shit, bad bitch. You're the one who pushed this whole movement. But it was still Travis Scott.
Yeah.
And then again, old head versus new school when the second race that Travis Scott was about to run. In this case, he was running against the album that he lost to, which is Killer Mike. Listen to that album I remember saying again, am I being the Gen Z, the typical Gen Z? When I say the typical Gen Z, there's a division of the Gen Z where the Playboy Cardi fans, the hardcore ones, where anything.
But it's just funny because we started being the fans before.
No,
the younger Gen
before
Z.
he becomes like a whole rock star, and then it's everything else. Where some of these kids were like, I can see why sometimes those artists like Travis Scott and Playboy Cardi can piss off old school niggas, because they bring in that, specifically in America, they bring a lot in that white crowd shit. They appease to them. You know what I mean? Which then hip hop obviously it's for us. At the end of the day, it's us first. And then if the white people want to fucks with it, then they come along. That's how the hip hop has been for some time. So in that regard, when I listened to Mike and then I listened to Utopia, again, I'll give it to Travis Scott. Not because I'm a younging nigga, right? And this is against the old head. But now, when I, listen to his latest releases, I don't know, maybe it's because he's on cool time or whatever, I feel like even within himself, he can feel like the songs don't have a spark no more. Because the fucked up thing is because you're a pioneer, just like how Young Thug was a pioneer of a lot of sounds. Yeah. A lot of niggas are making the same sound, and then you have so many people who can make the similar thing, and then they'll make similar catchy songs. And then when you make a whole tape, it just seems like I've heard this shit before.
Yeah.
And then the worst part with this latest release, obviously that was just
which release?
JackBoys 2. That was just a mosh. It should have just been a mixtape.
So I think it's a bit conflicting. I think a lot of fans of Travis Scott, because of the Astro World incident, a lot of a lot of people have been a bit nimbly, which is understandable. I get it. I'm not gonna make people feel that. But I disagree with you because JackBoys, the first album, was the same thing as JackBoys 2.
2, yes.
Right? And I like what Anthony Fantano said about it, right? Which makes perfect sense. His criticism, which I never heard from everyone else, because it sucks. Because y'all are talking about you're talking about Travis Scott, but that's not Travis Scott's album. It's a compilation album, right?
Yeah.
His criticism, which made sense, he was like, how come Travis Scott, which I agree with, how come Travis Scott, when it comes to these type of releases, which are not his, he doesn't put in the same work that he puts in for a Utopia, for an Asteroid? Where's that same, musical creation, the element of everything, right? And so, for me, I think people are, and it sucks because Travis Scott never put himself in the point of what he's getting in. He got dissed, by an old school rapper, and then now he's roped in, and then he's put into a category in hip hop that he's never claimed to be in, which is an unfair and an unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Because now you're looking at him and you're like, bro, no one goes to Travis Scott for what they would go to Pusha T. I'll say Pusha T specifically because we are only learning about Clipse now, right? And as they released their album last week. That's what I'm saying. But it becomes so unfair because all he could say in that whole album is like, hey man, I'm gonna just keep pushing T's, right? When he says pushing T's, it's not that I'm breaking down, he says pushing T-shirts, because Travis Scott has also faced the criticism also from Nicki Minaj saying, yo, you only sell albums because you bundle them with like merchandise, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, it sucks because the chillest guy who just makes music, does whatever he needs to do now. And like I even spoke to you on the phone about it, is that now we're putting Travis Scott in a category that he's never placed himself in. He's never placed himself in a category like that.
I understand, but my point of view doesn't come from putting him in that category, if I'm being quite honest. I'm just saying from some like even 4x4, as much as I feel like it's a dope song, but
you know what
but like I said, with every artist, I mean, think
he performed that song. Sorry to cut you off. He performed that song at, I think, Coachella, and like I said, it's more, I feel as if it's more of a public thing, perception. And bro, he went all out. You know what I mean? The horns, people on stage. And it just felt like people don't F with him the same way they used to. You understand what I'm saying?
I've never seen this.
Yeah, no, I watched it, right? And 4x4, this is how it is. It's like a Drake effect. And I remember, and I'll use this as an example. My wife yesterday told me, I don't get the hype with Can't Tell Me Nothing by Kanye, right? And then I confessed, I was like, growing up, as I was hearing the song, I was like, it's not my favorite Kanye West song. And then I broke it down. I'm like, there's a moment when that song is going to become your anthem. And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, remember those TikToks where Kanye, so they take Kanye's voice, I think he's singing the things like, wait till I get mom. Then people started making compilations. Then I say, yo, imagine your whole life trying to work to getting this, and then Can't Tell Me Nothing comes on. Because she was like, why does it go, why is it doing that? I'm like, nah. I even broke it down for her. I was like, Kanye went on a U2 tour, which was an arena tour, a stadium tour. And he was like, how come us, hip-hop, the things Travis Scott are doing now, right? And it sucks, because it's always the guys who are not necessarily good lyricists, but they're good producers. They bring together. They make hip-hop
commercial.
They make, not even commercial. It invites... No.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but no. But what I'm saying is, you guys don't understand that. I'll come back to this point. But I explained, so I'm like, no, if you listen to the songs on Graduation, all of them can be sang in a whole crowd, in a stadium, or in a chant, right? But what Pusha T did was smart. Do you know what he did?
Mm-hmm.
He knew if you called out Travis Scott, there's one thing that was gonna happen.
The youngins now.
The youngins are gonna
and they're
flock. That's why I say there's nothing wrong with the Playboy Cardis. It sucks because you guys are saying like there's so many. I think what is the buzz? There's so many white cats. Anthony Fantano. You are inviting people to hip hop. They're not. It's like a gateway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna first listen to the trash and be like, "Hi man, I wanna hear deeper. Why is this thing?" And then they start liking the art. But now what we're doing is we wanna isolate the fans. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is, we are the fans.
So you basically saying they first go through, it's like the fast food, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually you get into fine dining.
And then you go through, I wanna find the hip hop I like.
Yeah.
That's what's the beautiful thing. I don't know why people make it seem like, bro, some niggas.
But it's also sometimes there's a huge separation between trap as itself, because I feel like a lot of the music that's popping now,
I will say this,
falls under the when it comes to hip hop, and the ones that
you will say this. I'll say one thing that declined in Travis Scott's discography that you just said now is the trap genre. Then I won't disagree with you because he was more trap.
Yeah.
That I won't disagree with you. I will admit that which some people are like, oh man, obviously. And then remember, we even spoke about Utopia. We're like, hey man, on Utopia this guy was rapping for the longest time after Rodeo. The guy was just melodic. So now it was like the first time. But
yo man, shout out to that Clipse album, man.
I love.
Shout out, bro. I've listened to the album at least 3 times at this point, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Pusha T's brother. What's that nigga's name?
Malice. Malice. Because his Christian side is No Malice.
It's No Malice.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. No Malice. This nigga was probably just chilling there reading his Bible and shit. He says
that line. He's like did it for the money. He even said did it for the money. Hid it from the church. That's the jackal in me.
Yes.
I said,
bro, this nigga. I heard the story goes that he used to rap and then he left to rap for a bit because nigga found God,
and
you can hear from the tapes these niggas were into some real shit.
Yeah,
and
and also God. I think one of the associates got like locked up for like 30 years with
so now they're like
charges.
I need to take a break, and then he heard that hip hop is dead. He said, God, please forgive me, and he closed that book. Because, bro, the way Pusha got bars, I love Pusha in that album, but I'm gonna lie, Malice comes in, the flows,
bro.
Yo, Lord, in POV,
bro, the POV. I remember like watching the Colors thing for Ace Trumpet, and I was telling my wife, right, because we're watching on the TV, and I'm like, do you see that smoothness?
Bro,
like that's Vaseline, bro.
Like, bro, the articulation of the words, the flow,
the braggadocious
feel that you that's when you know that you're listening to real hip hop.
I think the 2 albums that are going to be pitted against for album of the year at the Grammys is GNX and the Clipse album.
Oh, we still have GNX. GNX is a contender. I forgot.
That's what I told you.
I forgot.
It was because for me, and I know some people are like, it's a good Kendrick album, right?
Mm-hmm.
GNX is a good, but it's not his best. And then I'm like, for me, those people who say that, y'all are not into hip hop like that. For me, personally, because you know why I pit those albums and I'm like, this is a big tough one.
Yeah,
it's because everything done on these albums is rap. That's right. It's more rap. Even if you wanna sit there and be like, oh, some of the songs sound like they're gonna be memed. It's like, nah, bruh. Like when I listen to Whack Out Muriel, when I listen to everything about it, oh, what's it? Squabble Up sounds, it takes an 80s jam. It sounds like what they would have
It's
rapped.
raps.
They would have rapped back in when,
That's
when hip
why
hop.
when Kendrick said I ain't gonna lie to you guys, hip hop, we forgot what hip hop was. It's just hard beats and raps.
you know? So
You know
like,
what I mean? When you listen to a nigga when you drive, you're like, oh shit.
you're just
This
like,
nigga is just
nasty,
damn, this
man.
nigga's nasty. This nigga gonna be talking about his childhood, but that
Bro,
braggadocious.
so like when
feel to shit,
I remember like someone listening. So I'll say this, right? I don't know why people can't do this. Maybe it's a skill, you know. Maybe I'll even encourage y'all guys, right? I listened to the Clipse album on my way to work, right? Last week when it dropped. It's like, okay, fire, right? Woke up Sunday morning. I'm like, JackBoys 2 is out, right? Now I realize why I could be biased. I'm like, whoo, I'm about to blast this in the gym.
Yeah.
Right? Because now I start realizing why it hits different for me. Because I'm like, dude, I start gymming on the Sunday. So I'm like, for me, I listen to it, I'm like, whoo, this is gonna be drop. It's gonna be fire when I go for the Travis Scott concert, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, this is what exactly I would expect from a JackBoy. Like I didn't expect a world. The first JackBoys album didn't give me the impression.
No, I expected that. That's why I'm
like, yo, dude, thank you.
I don't criticize the album from. It's JackBoys. I've heard JackBoys 1.
And I'm like, yo, shout out, thank you. I love this. I'm gonna blast it when I'm feeling.
Because there's some
so
bangers with Sheck Wes. It's always nice to hear Sheck Wes.
It's good to hear Don Toliver. Like I'm not gonna.
Why they don't put my nigga? I love Sheck Wes.
Nah, I agree. He was doing his basketball thing, but then so I listened to it, right?
ESPN.
So I realized then when everyone went into it because of this controversy, right? Which I don't agree. I don't think the Clipse album needed that. I think it was just gonna be fire, man. You understand what I mean? I hate that that this topic has to come when we're listening to this masterpiece. That we are getting introduced to the Clipse as youngings. You understand?
No, but
I hate that it's scapegoat.
I get you.
It's not like
let's not now take it away because now we have to say that album is somewhat a masterpiece. It's one of those albums.
But that
I think I would love to listen to after a couple of years. You know those albums.
So that's like for me, like
that's always Pusha T's albums.
Pusha T always gets.
That man can get busy, man.
He just he loves hip hop. I mean, he
lived it.
I know Pusha T's on another level of like his brother.
Do you think
maliciousness? The way they would just push the art of hip hop to any regard? Because you know. Let me explain, right? When it comes, sorry, I don't cut you off. I think the person who's really genuinely hurt in this thing is Travis Scott.
Yeah.
I don't think Travis Scott is like he just said but he's like dog. My bad, man. I didn't even know it was that deep. You know what I mean? Yeah. I thought I'm a commercial artist. Yeah. So for me,
I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do.
You know what I mean? But then
that's what my record label expects.
Yeah. And then when I was thinking about it today, I'm like, Maralo and Pusha, how come out Jigeri Pharrell? Because there's a song the Neptunes produced for Brand Fayaz and Drake.
But that's not the issue here. But my thing there, I won't lie to you, that I hear where Pusha T is coming from in the sense that low-key Travis Scott, that what you did is low-key fucked up. You go to Pharrell and Pusha T, you chill with this nigga, right? You chill with this nigga, and then you listen to the album Sharp, Fade, and then you get Drake. Listen. Yeah. That song is disrespectful. You get a song called Meltdown, right? Yeah. Meaning now, Antoine, those chains I bought from you could feature.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't you think Travis Scott could have said, "Yo, man"?
No, but I'm always saying this because he did the same thing on what's that other song? No, I don't remember. Do you know why?
We can't promote.
No. Okay, I'll ask you this question.
Remind me of the argument I was having with my niggas at work. Sorry, let me just say this. with Drake and him making these songs, what am I miss? And
I want to ask you a question.
And getting hurt that LeBron James
but let me ask you one question.
When did we start losing what bitch man activities are,
no,
bro?
But I want to ask you this question.
First of all, why are you getting a tattoo?
Can let me ask you this question. The first time you heard Meltdown and you heard Drake's verse,
no, it was fine.
Did you think it was about Pharrell?
No, I didn't think it was about
exactly.
Pharrell.
So now I use the same thing because
I'm not saying
Drake always does
crap.
it. No. I'm talking about the lyrics. Drake's very slick in the way he says things, right?
Bitch man activities.
Yes. Yeah, right. So I'm thinking, right, because your album's coming out, right, and then you're waiting for a verse. You listen to it, you're like, all right, cool. I think with Pusha is like because you got Drake on it, and then Drake on top of that talks about melting Pharrell's chains. I'm saying, and then now the
that's just goddamn disrespectful. After he made a nigga listen to the.
But now the person that Pusha T for me should have just even went fetch more was Drake. Because Drake
is already a wounded dog, bro.
Yeah, but Drake did it also to Kanye on Sicko Mode. And it's like things that only someone would know. Because, like I said,
Travis Scott also did it to... Travis Scott.
No, but
he's black. You must not forget he's black,
bro.
For anything. Black example, people don't move like this.
Right. I wrote some bars yesterday. Right?
Who said you're a black man in South Africa? No. All I'm just saying is you're a black man in South Africa. No.
Let me say this. I will say this for you. Let me say this. The bar goes like my 4 bars. They say you need to be smoother, right? Someone said this to me. You need to be smoother. I write the next bar and said, I have never been cooler. Right? What's the next line? But you know what I did? But let me not even explain. But the person who's going to listen to the song will know that, I mean, this person is snubbing me. To the point that I'm saying is, the way Drake writes songs, you, even as the artist, you won't even understand. Hi, man. And now
these niggas he's always talking about.
Yeah, you don't know. It just sounds like,
That's but the people, he talks about a scenario that he never know.
But the people, he gets the reaction. He knows. That's why even Kendrick used the same thing. He didn't say none of their names. Right? He said, F the big 3, it's just big me. And they knew, I'm to reply to that song, me and J. Cole made.
Yes.
And then he got it.
He's starting to smoke.
But now I'm saying, I get it with the Travis Scott. It's like, bro, you get something and you're not gonna hear it. And now it's already out in the world. You're like, maybe, you should have called and said, hey, yo, B, but no one's gonna listen to you. Like, I didn't even know this nigga was talking about that. Now everyone's like, yeah, man, you out here, you're like, dog, I get it. Because a lot of people didn't get for a very long time.
But but come on, man, Hussein. He's in the industry. He hangs out with these
bruh, like
man.
The way
I feel like, bro.
The way Drake says stuff.
I like, someone said something to me, and I'm like, okay, what's we don't know these niggas. You said this to me once upon a time. We never chill with them. You don't know what they think, and it's fair. That's pretty much for everything. We can say that for everything. You can say that for me and you right now. When someone is watching us, they could feel like, oh man, I get to know these guys, and I know these guys. Nah, you don't know. Today for 8 hours straight, I was just there. Nah.
So you said you were telling the guys at work?
I was saying that you there's a Drake guy, Drake fan, nigga.
Yeah.
And then he was he made this song. He was playing the song, and I'm like,
what did I miss?
Yeah, and I was like, where even with Casper, it's the same thing. Do you know when you start losing respect for the hip hop fans and the people who loved you for hip hop? When we start to feel like, oh, you actually need our attention more than we wanna even
because
there's
a lot of people out here we can listen to.
Yeah, so that's even the worst part. So then when you come back where you're like, bro, you already reached every stratosphere. Like you don't have to.
But everyone gave him. Everyone gave.
We know his feelings are hurt.
Everyone gave Drake the thing and say lay low. This song would have slapped so much if he never released the Party Next Door song. He never proved anything, and he came out now. Quiet. This song would have. it would have worked.
But then he comes out
because he talks the thing I like the song. You know why I like the song? He admits.
But we need to stop.
No. But I'm
niggas
saying
like Drake.
I'm saying I like the song for what it could have been if the nigga laid low.
Yeah.
You understand? Because it addresses and says, yeah, nah, I'm wounded. But now the issue.
My chat is right. I don't understand how someone like Drake will think. Or maybe it's just me, but I really think that if we start off the industry, get into the industry, right? The one nigga that we all know that Drake he owes his career to, in reality, when we say someone made you, was Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Right? Anyone who comes after that, like this thing of, he always shouts out his homies from the hometown, always saying,
he does.
He always does, right? His boys that came up with him, right? Then you decide to get a tattoo of LeBron James.
I think he also has a tattoo of Wayne.
Yeah, he does have a tattoo of Wayne.
He does.
We're not saying that's fine. Okay, shout out. Even though I would never
I think.
Even though I think that's just, this is cool energy. You know what I mean? Those are things where you just like, yo, man, I know you love me. Yo, I know you love me. But I feel like even...
Wait. Just go interesting topic. Would you get a tattoo in my heart, like paying homage to me?
Yes, you're my brother. You're my blood, nigga. Me and you right now have been pushing this shit. You're my blood. That makes sense. Not some nigga that I just...
nigga. The new Clipse.
My thing is, you can't be that grown of a man.
Yeah.
Of age. And decide, I understand if you're a kid.
Fair.
So now you make all these friends, bro. Like, this
but
is
they're
the
never
thing.
gonna be your friends.
That's the thing. That's when you know this nigga ain't black.
They're never gonna be your friends, bro.
Every black man will get a time, even when he's in his rap career. Yeah. I don't even know what he's. He used to say, the niggas didn't know last year. Who the fuck are y'all? He used to say, no new friends.
No, Wayne gave him this advice. Wayne told him that this was gonna happen, and it's just a way of success. I wouldn't say it's Drake.
It's not. No. I'm saying, but like, yes, it's a way of success.
It's a way of. Let me say this.
But what happened to keeping in sock?
Let me say this. I remember we had a discussion when we started hitting our professional career goals, right?
Yeah.
And then I said, doesn't it suck that the drive keeps on drying up because you're hitting all these goals, right? Because you're getting soft.
Yeah.
Life is becoming soft. It's becoming good. But remember this, even if you're not famous or any one person, you're going to be out of touch. Whether you like it or not. Yeah. You're going to hang out with... You'll become a dad. Montessori, soccer mom. You're gonna have, but what do they call it? Play dates. Your stuff changes, right? And I don't blame Drake. It's life, right? And now you wanna just like how Casper dropped his own. What did I miss on today?
Yeah, he also dropped what
he dropped. It didn't drop like what, but he basically was talking about how he's doing to the game, and I respect him, right? But hey, man. Unfortunately, dog, we can't. People, you're that big. It's the same with Drake, despite all this stuff.
So why doesn't he? This is my thing,
bro. That nigga hasn't been normal.
The old heads.
But he hasn't been normal.
This is where we need to listen to the old heads when the nigga can tell you. Do you know why Kendrick is at the status he is? But that nigga respects old heads. You know, when you hang out with old heads, they used to say, Kendrick has an old spirit. You know, listen to what... remember Pop Smoke? You know what hurt me about Pop Smoke? When he died, was because the old head said, nah, this boy listens.
Yeah.
This boy, he knows that he's on something and he needs to put in the work, do all the right moves and all of that. We appreciate when someone listens to the old heads, because at the end of the day, even like niggas will be asking why Kodak should have, but it's because the old heads have, and he has respect for them. Now,
do you know what happens? Let me say this, and I think Kanye and Drake are more alike than we think. Do you know what happens? Let me explain to you, and I don't blame these people. Whether just because it's Drake we must hate, né? You know what happens? Imagine when you're starting out this career. Remember, there's two sides to the coin. Kendrick has always been like, nigga, you won't make it far. But now you despite like, aye, man, you think this thing of yours is gonna pay off? Bro, no. But remember, remember, Wayne Wayne stood by Drake,
Yeah,
right?
even when-
He was the only one. And one thing I
You
like
got the
about
best
Drake,
rapper on your side.
one thing I like about Drake is never turned his back on Wayne, right?
Yeah.
But remember this, I'm playing Kanye and these two people. These people didn't get, oh my God, you're gonna be the best rapper, oh you're cool, right? You come from a working class family, right? Yeah, sometimes you had it, sometimes you didn't. You understand what I'm saying? You're coming in an industry where niggas were pushing weight, right? You're pushing weight,
doing real stuff,
right? And now they obviously telling you things from their perspective, right?
And you are not from
and then
that
you
world.
are maybe not doing it, and then you start actually making it. Then these niggas still wanna little bro you.
Yeah.
And you remember, you forged your own path.
Yeah.
They were there, but you forged your own path. You didn't show with Drake. It's a bit muddy because he started then being gangster when he was rich.
Yeah, that's
right?
where...
That's the problem.
Yeah.
But now I can understand why every time you're gonna get annoyed. Hey man, don't little bro me.
Yeah,
Where were you at when I was coming, dropping you demos, and you're like, hey man, this ain't hard enough.
I have to, you know, make the stipulation because people just think I respect Drake so much.
Drake's one of my favorite
but like
artists.
at the end of the day, guys, we have to also sometimes it's like when I don't know if in the previous I think we can even say it now because at least you watched the show on Squid Games, where I keep saying,
yeah,
like, you know, the thing is,
Squid Games.
I really like things. You know, when I really love something,
yeah,
I know I love it because I can criticize it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can turn the whole script as if I hate the show. But sometimes it's like I said, it's like with Drake, it's like sometimes you have to admit that, brother.
No, of course. Like I said, dog.
Brother.
But bro, if that avenue had to, when it pops off, you must remember there will come a time. This will never. It won't be the same. It won't feel like this.
Yeah.
It will feel. Yes, we can carry on growing it. Maybe, yes, we don't change. We don't do those stuff, right? We'll outgrow other people, you know?
Yeah.
We'll grow. We'll have different perspectives, which will shift other people away and other people will join. It's just, I think why, you know what's the problem with hip-hop and consuming? Is that now people take social media and coincide it with the music. And even artists do that, right? It's like, bro, let me not lie to you. If you never followed, let's say this, if you never followed anything on social media pertaining to hip hop, right, and just listened to it, you wouldn't actually have a bias against any artist.
Yeah.
You would basically say,
you'll be in for the music.
And you'll be like, okay, cool.
Music,
yeah, man, I think this is it. But now, I guess, yes, Drake does cringy things, does everything, right?
Yeah.
But like, niggas, come on, bro. Anyone, bro, from Gen Z, we all love Drake.
Love that
let's be real here, and we all like him for different parts.
And
of
I feel
his
like
music.
sometimes it's from love. We just want our guy to.
No, yeah,
you know, you like.
I wish.
You know when I
Drake,
said I'm like,
I
Drake,
wish,
relax, bro.
I wish Drake
Relax,
could, because you know why?
But
it
it's
hurts.
money, bro. It's money. Things,
Of course,
you know,
of course.
Record label
Those-
stuff that we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know of.
But
you know,
we all wish for. You know why it hurts us with Drake a lot?
Yeah.
It's because we know Drake can write very vulnerable. But we haven't heard that in a very long time. We haven't heard, hey, yo, bro, come on, dude.
Yeah, stop trying to.
Come on, dude.
I think I get you, but yo, man, let's not ramble on too much.
Yeah, so you watched the Squid Game season finale
before I even made it so far into the pod at this point, and still, but no,
the Squid Games.
Yeah,
hey man, wouldn't you agree? Squid Games was way more brutal this season. Like, it was too much.
No, I told you. Like, for me, there was moments I was like, okay, man, y'all made your point.
Blood.
You know what I'm saying? I told you. I think I said it to you. I'm like, I remember saying to you before you watch it, I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Dope season, love the show, but I think we need to end it there.
But it looked like it was hinting at an American version. Please don't.
I'm like, please, bro, just end it there. It's enough. Because I think I actually want to say this on the pod. Even if they release a new season, I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
No, remember.
Can I be honest? Why?
It's not a new season. It's a spin-off.
Yeah, it's gonna be a spin-off.
They want to make a spin-off. It hinted to the spin-off.
It's like I've never watched any Game of Thrones spin-offs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the reason
Not even the it was bums. I mean, okay, the Squid Games one was way more. The season finale was way better than Game of Thrones.
Yeah, most definitely. And the thing is, I think I've had enough of this self reflection
player 4, 5,
on our
6.
human society.
Player 4, 5, 6. He leaves his daughter. To be honest, this guy.
You know how much us Danica was one. We opened at that time where you wanted to land at that other guy, the one where he was chasing in that game,
dude.
And then
on some Jason stuff,
and
right?
I told you all those niggas look the same. You know when they turned the nigga around and it was. We were supposed to think it's not the guy.
Yeah.
For a full split second.
Yeah, he did.
I was like, you caught the guy. Why does he look so surprised? And then they saw the nigga. I'm like, oh, my bad.
Bro, he was like,
similar,
but you know what kills me? This guy, and from what I've hinted, the guy who betrayed them, right? Who's giving him the knife, right? For some reason, it seemed like he was feeling for this guy. Like, yo, dog. Like, yeah, you want to prove your point, but them niggas are crazy. Them niggas wanted to wanted to kill a baby and you, bro. So I'm saying, take this knife, kill them niggas and they leave like they showed you.
Yeah.
And I like what is it Zafar? I don't know how to say that YouTuber's name.
Yeah.
I like what he says. Is like towards the end, they just take out some characters we never resonated with the whole season, and now they're OGs.
Now they're gangsters.
Now they OGs. They're like, they're giving rules. You like, who's you, man?
I never saw you, but I think maybe that was the shortfall that you can say. They didn't build up some. And
then let's talk about characters. The plot. This nigga's been spending the whole season looking for this island. What did he get in the end?
Nothing. A blown ass island. That nigga just gets in. The thing is blowing up. Now he has to leave.
What about the one who was one of the people who work in the games? What was that? Like you saw the child and that's it. That's it. You wanna help this guy so badly.
All I'm saying is, I genuinely believe one day maybe I might enter the political stream, because I do care for people and I love the people. But that levelness of righteousness,
and then deadbeat, deadbeat.
I told you that nigga is a sexy guy now on TikTok. He's trending.
Bro,
he's trending.
And I like what that YouTuber said. This nigga always felt like, he always had you like he's going to change.
He's going to change his
ways. He's going to say, oh my God.
This nigga was a savage.
Oh my God. He just kept, and he looked like he wanted to change and he's like, nah, man, I'm just too fucked up.
Do you think that nigga was going to throw that child away, man?
Yeah, no. At that point,
there's a point where
he just tried his like, nah, man, I'm just too fucked up. Like,
it's already
his
done.
His baby moms was like, I'd rather die. She knew. We didn't understand. She's like, I'd rather die than walk with you over the skipping game. That's how much she knew that, nigga. And we're like, why? This nigga was trying to help you.
I think they ended him. They showed the way this woman didn't want anything to do. Because they don't do flashbacks on that. This nigga was a trash person.
As soon as he held that baby, and then it's like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Because he's like, if I stand with this guy here at the same time at the end of the game, this guy might likely kill me to protect this baby. I was
telling my wife that that Squid Games knew that they were being a bit ruthless when they decided to make that baby CGI. You know why? Because I feel like we were only able to watch even if they had to show a real baby. I don't think we would have caught. But these moments,
I remember.
And then those.
I thought Matt.
Those rich
oh my God. Oh my God. Why?
Who
are those people? Why is they acting so bad?
I have no idea. I even thought I think they pre-recorded their voices after the thing. Sometimes that's how it sounds like.
No.
But my thing is
that boy. I could watch it in sub.
Yes, I watch it in sub.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why it sounds weird.
No, them niggas can't.
My thing is, I think that they introduce those guys to say, we are also doing the same thing that they are doing. We are watching people kill themselves, and we are also betting.
But this is
and
all I'm
doing
saying.
our own things.
Netflix.
That's why I'm like, I can't watch
come on
this shit
Netflix.
again.
You have,
what does it say about my humanity, bro?
You have A-list actors who would have loved to play those Americans.
They're saving them for the American one.
Oh, like that lady. I told my wife when that slapping game, I'm like, hey man, it's Kate Blanchett. I think I know that lady. I didn't know her name. And I searched and I showed like, yo, this is it, right? But the moment those niggas kept on talking, I'm like, you're killing the immersion. Could you stop talking? It's like, and then I could, you know what it sounded like? Those people were actually speaking, but it sounded like
they do it on purpose.
Nah, don't give it too.
I don't want to give it too much.
You're
glazing
it. You're glazing it too much there, bro.
Bro, you don't understand.
That was a miss.
I feel like Squid Games, the reason why it's a tasteful show, they mess with our minds. They put these colors. They make us feel like it's childlike. But at the end of the day, when you can't help yourself, just feel, I don't feel good watching that show, bro. And that's what I'm saying. It's a disturbing show. Dope show. Again, like I said, we can say a show is dope, but we also have to
bro, I remember like, I thought the Americans were hating because they didn't have a good show when the first season came out.
Yeah.
And like, these news publications would be like, oh, it was so violent.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was watching this season, I'm like, you know what?
I think
y'all make Quentin Tarantino look tame.
Yeah, like I was like, okay. It's a baby now. You know, and it's just a baby. I thought, okay,
everyone's gonna have a heart until them niggas stood up.
I said, first of all,
they're like, yo,
you know, I was like, where are you guys going with this baby thing? Because I was like, Squid Games.
They got me there.
I won't lie to you.
They use that baby very smart, man.
For me, when I saw that woman giving birth, I'm like, y'all niggas are doing too much.
Nah.
If I had the spirit and not been an addict of watching the show, I would have just said,
no. I loved the commentary of it because it's just talking about
it's dope commentary.
How deeply capitalism can be entrenched and how capitalism is entrenched with debt. And will do anything to come out of that debt after that. Everyone there, and I remember some of the dialogue would be like, we're not that bad people. We're just doing what we do. I even got my own kid at the crib. And it's like, nigga, you tried to murder a baby. Most of it. And then there was that Madala.
You should see that Mamza when she had to for that baby. You know,
and then you
ask yourself, Mamza, how did you end up in here?
But I could understand because I guess that was better than seeing. Imagine your son trying to kill a baby and a mother. Will you ever look at that son? So she'd rather take that guy than actually make him live. That you could get to such a point that you want to do that. Hey man, I feel like that show was good show.
You know which show? When I know the show is a very good show.
Yeah.
They introduced a transgender character, right?
The coolest.
It was the first time in my. You know, some people just hate it when they introduce the LBGT.
Bro, that one.
Text. That one, even my wife wanted to stop watching the show.
Bro.
And I'm like, you know, when she felt for that character and wanted the character, I'm like, this is perfect writing. You know why?
Because you
are no longer looking at the person.
It's a person. It's a person.
What they're trying to.
No, yeah, but like
you
it's their actions.
Them
at the end of the day, life is about the people.
Best lesson. No
matter what you are, anything, people's action will always be speaking louder than anything.
Best way of
shout out, man.
Shout out to the way.
And even when they addressed it, it was like, I always felt like this. And it's like, cool.
Shout out.
Anytime, every time you thought she would double cross. And she wouldn't. She was. And then
niggas, honestly, we like, man, I don't like it.
They just killed her. Like, oh. And then you get, I feel like then they were giving us that fake Thanos thing. I'm like, why did y'all kill Thanos early? Because I would have rather had that anime-looking guy than this guy trying to pretend. You just had to kill one person. Now they're out here. You know who tatas me? That That voodoo mom.
That food.
You know,
it kills me.
When she
She
goes
says
in,
the door. You know the
bro,
door.
that meme.
When she prays,
That
and then
meme is gonna
she opens the door and she goes in.
and then she
And
just
she comes out
runs
and
out.
then she doesn't even touch. You know what she does? She's a sellout. She
She
doesn't
just
even
runs.
warn the other niggas.
She
Like,
just
yo,
runs.
she just runs. I'm like, that woman is. I find her, yo, man.
Bro.
Nah, shout out to Squid Games, but yo, man, we had enough, bro.
Let's go into the tweets.
We had enough. I
finish
won't
up.
lie to you, bro.
Welcome to opinions that no one has asked for.
Yes, exactly. Skin Deep DJ or JD says, you think you're talking to a decent person, then they take out a vape.
I understand.
Nah, I don't, bro.
No. You see,
I feel like this is way too judgmental.
Do you know there are people who use vape to quit,
Mm-hmm.
and there's just people who just decided
to get addicted to
vape,
worst.
and now I understand. You know why people don't like vape? Cigarette smokers don't go around puffing smoke in people's faces.
Yeah, they go to
right. If in maybe back in the day, like I think the 90s,
bro, you could
the 90s
smoke anywhere.
The 90s was the time when they were like,
Could be in the
okay,
office.
I think we're all killing, bro.
Yeah, listen, man.
Right. So now imagine I'm talking to you, and people always do that. You're like, bro, I'm having a conversation with you.
Nah, y'all niggas are hating ass niggas, bro.
I
feel like
man, don't do that thing, especially when you're talking to someone and you're like, yeah, man, yeah, well.
Nah, but for this guy made it look like you lose all your credibility just because.
Bro,
what about I talk to a decent person and then I realize that they drink alcohol?
Bro, remember in high school when some of these guys came with the vape?
No, I get you. I get
you think Mr. Cool Guy.
Yeah, but
Mr. Cool Guy.
No, but you don't say it in a way that you make it look like the person loses credibility just because they did that. Nah, should have spun it another way. But okay,
you're just biased.
Mr. Shimi. His Arab guy is a beard. Doubt that that's actually him. But he says, I think speaking spitori. I think speaking spitori should have age limits. You can't be a 54-year-old grandfather busy speaking spitori. That's childish.
I agree.
I get you, father. You can't.
And I want to spitori snali karas papinyana so garwa.
Now imagine you're a hurt man.
And bago namun, they are there, bro. They are there, the ones. You're like, dog, you failed.
Your grandmother.
Nah, he ain't even talking about your grandma.
You know,
about your grandma.
We're asking for the stock sauce for. What does this Arab nigga actually know about Spitor? What's on Twitter? Some niggas are
Spitor is on the high.
South Africa, I don't even know what this other flag is here. And then Palestine, I feature. And the Google Palestine, but then Spitor.
Nigga, it's oh my god. At least you spoke it in vernacular.
Oh, bro.
Carry on with the tweets, bro.
Oh, like that joke bagged, bro. It bagged for me, bro. It bagged for me. I'm so sorry, man. This one, T, says, I can't believe Mandela Day isn't a public holiday. Yes, I don't care for the 67 minutes.
But
give us the day.
The guy went to jail, bro.
Nigga, this nigga set us free. You can't even give a nigga a day off.
And he passed on.
Oh, come on.
He needs he got the money.
The only nigga
he's on the money. He needs a public holiday.
He's the only South African individual that deserves a day, a public day for him.
Despite
besides
all
the conspiracies
and everything.
Say,
come on, dog.
Shout out to that nigga, bruh. Hey, but now we don't want to shout out because you never give us a holiday.
Dude,
shout out,
somebody even like a work colleague asked me and said, it's the 18th of July, a public holiday. It would have been a long weekend, man. Because it's the 18th.
Yeah, man. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, that's the
tweets.
That's all.
Shout out to my lovely wife for the tweets.
Yes,
really appreciate it.
I don't know if I can say her name. I can say her name. Yeah. Why all niggas le phela le tega re batho ba o tseba. O bone hore how many incoming calls you just get on a random. There's way too many people out there who know your information. Shout out to Zanella, man. Zanella Mnyamakwele. Shout out for the tweets, man.
The surname's not Mnyamakwele.
Yeah, I mean,
nigga, you just say my surname here, bro. Ain't nobody know my surname and you out here just saying.
I keep saying to you, y'all niggas put LinkedIn profiles with your full
exactly
blown.
That's what I'm
know
saying.
Who you are, bro.
Bro, you can't have the same handle as you. Yeah, man.
Oh, man. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, man, I will lie to you. This has been a lovely show. Besides, this week has been I must say, I felt like
a rough one.
It was just a rough week, man. It's just realizing, that what comes with aging and maturity. And I wanted to say this earlier in the pod that, one thing I realized, as much as there's a point in your life, like now I'm still in my 20s, you can live your 20s and your 30s as fuck it energy, and you believe that the things that I'm complaining about now is just a burden, and you don't need to have them in your life. And then for some reason, I've always noticed when it hits 40, something, and then they realize that maybe I should have spent a majority of my time maybe trying to,
I think, I think let's say this to us in 10 years. Hey, yo, bro, and let's say it now. Simplify your life. Do the stuff that you need to that's gonna get you by. Taking care of your family. Making sure that the time you retire, your debt is good.
Yeah.
Making sure that your pension's good. Making sure the school fees. I get it, Ntwana, or whoever you are in the world, we all want nice things. Renyagadi BMW, Renyagadi Lomara. You know what I mean? And I hope I can also take the same advice and whatever. Yeah. Let's all start.
And also, the most
just
important
start
thing,
all doing the important things first.
I know you my future self would want to hear this. Be proud of yourself, man.
And relax.
You did it, kid. You did
relax.
It, kid. You did it, kid. Just know that. I feel like I'm not the only one, but I know a lot of us just beat ourselves up every day. When you want to start
comparing.
Yeah.
Every single time.
It's not even the comparison.
No, it's comparing yourself to yourself, basically.
Yeah, and then it's also that thing you start things like, okay, the moment of burst of saying, I'm going to get my life right. I'm going to start running. I'm going to start eating and whatever. But like, yeah, man, when I heard, as Kevin Gates said, baby steps, man.
And dude.
Baby steps. Every time I always say to myself, rather try and fail and try and fail and try and fail. And then one day you just realize that the failing is coming at a longer time than how fast you failed the previous time. And then from there on, it's just gonna get to a point where you realize that
and all of it, man, just basically take life for how it goes.
And also the other thing I must tell my future self, consistency in what I am.
Relax.
Consistency.
Your day will
realistic. Come. Your day will come. Just stay consistent. And ladies and gentlemen, that has been Third Avenue.
Peace.
Peace.